Hello there! Today I wanted to make a video that was not about teaching songs, which was not about teaching tabs, not about teaching anything, but just talking about something that I think is very important. It's about playing music in general, more specifically playing the ukulele. But I think it also applies to guitar, piano and everything else out there. In this video I want to talk about why I play the ukulele and what kind of style I play, so that maybe you find kind of inspiration and guidance into my own story, basically. So I started playing music about 4 years ago, and I was in a big period of change at that time. I had left my job, I started traveling by bike, and the moment I picked up this instrument, I never thought in my life that I will be playing music, let alone be called a musician or whatever that means. And starting a music YouTube channel, like because I feel like I have a different path, which led me to develop a different style of playing music based on simplicity, feelings, and an emphasis on internal feelings instead of perfection. And I feel like we need more of that. I love seeing people expressing themselves in every kind of art, whether it's painting, it's sculpture, poetry, theater, whatever. It's just people embracing their imperfection, their authenticity and vulnerability, instead of chasing some kind of perfection, which is not really about kind of showing the best side of ourselves to others. And this style of music of mine is a reflection of that. And as I said before, I picked it up when I was traveling, which means that I did not have access to much content because I was always running low on battery, traveling with a bike. So basically my music education can be summed up in screaming in my tent and being like, yeah, bah, bah, bah. I'm not screaming very loud here because the microphone is going to saturate again, but you get the idea. Basically, I did not learn the same way other people learn, and I felt it was a bit of a problem, because when people came and say, oh, play a song, and I will be like, okay, I don't know any song, and I just improvise, la la la. Yeah, yes, people get a bit disappointed, and they expect you to play these songs. But the same happens to us as like music player, ukulele learner, piano learner, whatever. When you learn music, it feels like you have to take this pathway of learning songs. And if you don't learn those songs and you don't sing, then you play fingerstyle. And fingerstyle, you just start and playing some complex thing. You learn tabs basically. And it feels like it's one of the two options. Either you sing or you play tabs. And whole world of music is that. It feels like whatever impress others is whatever you have to play. But there is another option to that. There's a style that's a bit less known, much harder to learn, not because it's hard, but because it's misunderstood. And it's improvisation. More specifically, this kind of improvisation that I'm trying to teach, which I like to call free improvisation, in a sense that you don't have a backing track, you don't have a tempo, you don't have a rhythm. I mean, yes, you do, but not the same kind of rhythm that is intended when you think about playing together in an orchestra and such. But the idea is simple. What if you could just play music with your feelings for once? Something that you like. And start from there. You get a foundation, something that sounds beautiful to you, and you start from there. Of course you can't run directly, You have to learn to walk first. So you spend some time on the foundation. Spend some time relaxing this right hand so you can just pick in any direction you want. Feel the strings on your fingers. You spend some time on this left hand to learn a bit of music theory and knowing where you have to place it, but just a little, not too much. Okay, here I'm back. My phone died. I'm very sorry. I'm still in my flow, so let's keep going. So I mentioned that you need to work on this right hand, you need to work on this left hand, but the most important is spending some time with your feelings. Spending some time just trying to feel your relationship with music, basically. It's something that people never talk about when you learn songs because you're only focused on the song. But just spend some 10 minutes playing this kind of flow and you'll start feeling something. That's kind of what happened to me. I got stuck with fingerstyle at the beginning, only realizing much later on, and very late to be honest, but what I liked was a much more freestyle, a much more simple style. A style that in the appearance is not impressing people a lot. If they look at you, they're like, oh, he's just picking in the same direction and just playing 2 chords. Cool, great. Show me something I can record to post on Instagram. I'm just kidding there, being a bit sarcastic. But basically the idea is that we judge ourselves the same way we judge others. And nothing prevents you from enjoying a more simple and minimalistic style beside yourself. And if you just give it a shot, you'll feel how complex it is, first of all, even though it looks very simple. And how much potential there is for creating, for feeling, for experiencing music in a different way. And the more you play like this, the more it becomes a default way of playing. At least that's what happened to me. Maybe 1 year ago, I started embracing this fully and be like, okay, I'm not playing tabs anymore because it really feels like 2 islands of knowledge, 2 very different ways of playing music that are really hard to mix together. Maybe if you're a very experienced musician, you can manage to do that, but it wasn't my case, and I feel like if you're an amateur and playing music in general or whatever, you have to choose your style in some way. And I think I chose my own, and forever, whoever is interested, I'm trying to make it public because I feel like my ukulele journey will have been so much more directed, more focused on this style, if only I had known about it before. And so that's why I started this YouTube channel. And now I'm finding so much pleasure in it, not just making videos to others, for others, but also just playing it for myself and for others also. And that's it. This is free improvisation. Just making melodies on the go and simple things that resonates with me now. I'll just improvise a little more and see you in the next one, I guess.